Yo, check it out, man. Krayzie Bone is one of the only few rappers that actually goes out and speaks against the industry and reveals a lot of truth because he cares for us. There's only a few that actually don't do it for the money, and he's one of them. Although he came from a song called For the Love of Money, he started to realize the crazy things that was happening behind the scenes. And this is the video that I bumped into today that I saw him speaking the truth, and as he was speaking the truth, his throat started to hurt. He had to clear his throat as he started speaking more truth. And he's been doing this for a while. Sarcoidosis for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been trying to get him for a while because really he's exposing too much. He's breaking the oath. But you know what I mean? He don't give a damn because he feels guilty. I'm sure he feels guilty. That's why he's risking his life to speak to the truth. So check out this video, man. Y'all gotta like this, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, Krayzie Bone. We gotta pray for Krayzie Bone because there's not gonna be much left like him. All right.
It's changed. It's a much bigger business now. It's a lot more commercial. You don't hear many conscious rappers talking positive things. That's been kind of drowned. That's been kind of put to the wayside. Honestly, ever since Tupac, it's been put to the wayside. For some strange reason, and man, it's just we also have to look at it, the times change, the cultures change, so we would have to expect music to change. Whether we like the direction it's going in or not, it's going to change. It's going to continue to evolve. It may go through some times and periods that some of us may not like, but it's going to do what it's going to do anyway.
Right. A lot of this is about design. My understanding, you went to visit a juvenile detention center, and you say there's a correlation between prisons and the hip hop labels. Can you elaborate more on that?
It was, known that there were a lot of, ties to record labels having ownership in private prisons. And it was, to me, it's no secret that the conscious music has been drowned out for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And all that's being promoted is this stereotype of us. Everybody is just money hungry. That's all we think about is money, cars, clothes, and women and jewelry, and that's not the case. There's really some young artists out here that really want to be themselves, but the industry forces them to follow the same path.
So let's go deeper early in your career when you're making your music, because your music, you got some positives, you got some things that talk about the hood and about us. When you was coming up, did you feel any pressures of any change in your style, your music, or did anybody tell you, or were they just forcing you to stay the lane?
No, when we came up, Eazy-E told us, he said, be yourselves. And like what we were doing, to me, it's a difference between telling your story and glorifying. We were simply telling our story where we came from. We didn't have the lights and the cameras. You know what I'm saying? They put that, they put it on us and kind of promoted it the wrong way. It made it look like we were glorifying some of it, but if you listen to our music, like we say a lot of positive things, like this is what happened. This is not the smartest route to go all the time. So there was a lot of messages in our music as well.
When we talk about TikTok, we're talking about social media, we talk about the pushing of negative images, especially of young black men, and just our culture, period. Hip hop industry is a $7.9 billion industry. $7 billion industry. How much do we own it? And we talk about as black folks, as us being in the culture. And how can we change that narrative? Like, how can we, it's not a correct answer, but how can we control it? get it back?
Well, I mean, the way we can control it is, I mean, you know, it's just start being more conscious of the things we say and the things we promote. You know, and I understand. I'm not trying to tell these young artists not to come out and tell their story, because I feel that's very important to get out. You know, when you first coming out, you want the world to know your story, who you are, what you've been through, and everybody's story ain't a positive, happy story. You know, so a person should be able to express his story and not be looked at like, oh, they're promoting violence. You know, because there's a lot of country artists that tell their stories, and their stories are, some of them are rather violent. You know,
Absolutely.
but you don't never, they never get the flack, or any other genre never gets the flack that hip hop gets. So, you know, that's something I never felt was right.
Yeah,